Good morning or afternoon if you're in periods 7 and 9. I want to go over an example of a substitution with you so you have some reference to fall back on if you can't remember what to do. The first thing that we're going to do is solve the systems of equations through substitution. These are going to be similar to the problems 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 11 that you're going to do on your homework. Right now I'm going to show you number 13 for your reference. So if you go back, you could take a look at it and follow along step by step. So first off, I've got 5x minus 7y equals negative 2. And I've got negative, x minus 4y equals negative 3. So what I'm going to do here now is, first I want to make sure, I don't know if you remember the steps, but you can go back in the classroom to look at those. I posted that document. So what you want to do is make 1 equal to x equals, or 1 equals 1 of the equations equal to y equals. And here I look at this and I see just a single x by itself. And that to me tells me that that would be the easiest one to put into x equals. So I'm going to add 4y to both sides, and that's going to leave me with x equals 4y minus 3. So now I've got 1 into x equals. So now I know I can take this part of the equation and I can substitute it into this x right here. And that's why it's called substitution. So I'm going to take 5, and then instead of the x, I'm going to put a parentheses, 4y minus 3. And then I write everything else the same, minus 7y equals negative 2. And now I'm simply going to solve this equation. So first to solve it, I distribute. Okay, so I've got 20y minus 15 minus 7y equals negative 2. I combine like terms. I've got a 20y and a negative 7y, so that's 13y minus 15 equals negative 2. And then I'm going to add 15 to both sides, and that gives me 13y equals 13. So then I divide by 13, and that gives me y equals 1. So I solved the equation. That's step 3. Step 2 was substitution. That's what I did right here. And then the final step is to substitute what y equals into either equation. I kind of like it over here because I'm looking for x. So I'm going to say x equals 4 times 1 minus 3. So x equals 4 minus 3. X also equals 1. So my answer in this case is x equals 1, y equals 1. And I write that as an ordered pair because we know that these are just two line segments that are crossing at 1, 1. Finally, what I'm going to do is one more example, but this time I'm going to do the example for elimination. I'm trying to think of a good one to show you for elimination. Let's go ahead and take a look at, actually I'm going to make one up here that'll be easy to reference. Let's see, let's do negative 6x minus 8y equals 10, and then I'm going to do 6x minus 12y equals 30. Okay? So this isn't necessarily actually modified one of the problems from your tests or from your worksheet, but right away what I look at is I see I've got 6x and negative 6x. That to me is what I can eliminate. So if I add these two together, 6x and negative 6x equals 0x. And I've got negative 12y and negative 8y. That's negative 20y, and 30 and 10 is 40. Okay, so then I divide by negative 20. And y then equals 40 divided by 20. 20 times 2 equals 40, so y equals negative 2. And it's as simple as that. Then we're going to just take and put that into our equation. So we've got negative 6x minus 8 times y equals 10. We've got negative 6x equals negative 16 equals 10. I add 16. Oops, what's that right there? That's 6x minus, actually, I made a mistake there. Let's start over. Negative 6x minus 8y, so it's negative 6x, and that's actually positive. Okay, that's positive 16 equals 10. Sorry about that. And I subtract 16. So negative 6x equals, what's that, negative 6? So I divide by negative 6, and then x is going to equal 1. So my answer in this case is 1, negative 2. And that's simply elimination. I want to look at one last problem because it's very similar to what you would see on number 39 and number 40. But let's look at number 42 just for a second. 42 is 4x minus 2y equals negative 4. And then we've got negative 6x plus 6y equals 30. Now here there's nothing that looks like you can eliminate right away. But what I do see is I know I can multiply this whole thing by 3, this whole one by 3, and I would end up getting a 6y. So watch this. I'm going to multiply it by 3. So 4 times 3 is 12x. 2 times 3 is negative 6y. And 4 times negative 3 equals negative 12. Okay, so all I did was multiply by 3. So now look, I've got a positive 6y and a negative 6y. Now I can eliminate them. So, but you have to make sure that you multiply everything times 3. Okay, so that's simply, and then you go through the same steps to eliminate. I'm going to stop at that point, and you can end up solving the rest of this problem on your own. So with that, I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, bring them to class tomorrow, and I will help you with any of those. Or obviously ask your classmates, or you can see if your substitute teacher today can help you. So have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.